Snake.
Nice language in front of our boys!
They ain't playing tennis!
Oh god. It's the unveiling. Oh.
What the fuck? Bitch! You fuck! What the hell? Oh! 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 Whoa!
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another Saturday night. Ladies and gentlemen, we can announce that the Beyond Wednesdays webpage is up. It is out there. It has been published to the world, and you can check out the store. There is a store. I'm still working on, I don't understand why my shipping isn't working correctly, but I will get everybody's orders that have bought things in the last couple days out at the beginning of this week. So, but the store is up and it's available. So far we've got, just a front page with the Beyond Wednesday Spotify playlist. If any of you guys like what we play in this or the music that we play at the beginning of these smoke sesh, you guys can go check it out. It's there. Beyond Wednesday's playlist. There's also a link in the description if you want to see it. There is a link in the chat by Derek. Look at that, to the store. Appreciate that. That session was amazing. That playlist was amazing tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying your holiday weekend. I usually don't drink, and I decided to make a holiday beverage for tonight. So that's going to be fun. And we also have a lot to talk about. So somebody asked if I'm going to Phoenix Con. I don't see it on the calendar. I don't see it on the fucking calendar, that's for sure. You know why I don't see it on the calendar, Hood? I don't see it on the calendar because they didn't give me a press pass, so I'm probably not going. Probably not going to Phoenix Comic Con. What are you up to, brother?
Oh, nothing, man.
Yeah?
Nothing.
What's going on for your holiday weekend, dude?
Work.
Work.
That's about it. Yeah.
That's a big weekend for you, I know. So.
Work. So my wife didn't wake me up in time.
Oh, you're good, brother. I'm not worried
I
about it.
like to get into it. You know what I mean? Before the show starts. So,
The go check out the website, you guys. It's up. It's available. Somebody came in and bought. I had 5 of the 4-packs up of the grommets, and somebody came in and bought 3 of them. So, shout out to them. But I think there might be 2 left. I'm working on getting the shipping to Canada fixed. I have to set up all my shipping, which is kind of a pain in the ass, but I have it set up right now enough just to get orders out to the US, and then I'll be working on Canada over the next couple days. But yeah, go check it out. I'll be putting all kinds of things in the shop store. I'll be putting in shirts, obviously comics, toys, all kinds of collectibles, music collectibles. There'll be Beyond Wednesday's merchandise. We got to do a mama shirt for Red Hood, so we'll be doing that. And yeah, go check it out. As we go, I will be hooking up the Beyond Wednesdays memberships. People that have the memberships, I'll be hooking them up with. I think there's one level of the membership that gets like a percentage off of Beyond Wednesdays merch or items, and so I'll be offering that to those like once per month on an order or something if they want. So pretty fucking cool. Holy cow, that was a great sesh. Hood. Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
Caitlin Clark, PSA, the new PSA magazine. And I was kind of pissed me off because I saw, I opened it up and I saw my cover and I see that right there and it says 1 in 25 and I go, I actually won something, and nope, it's the regular. The 1 in 25
Hey,
is gold.
Nate says he's backstage.
Oh, okay. No, he's not. He's in the wrong. I think he's in the wrong place. Let me see here.
You're in the wrong place.
There we go. He says he's finishing his sesh right now. All right, so this is cool. Check this out. The reason I show you this is I love how PSA does these little setups. You know what I mean? What up, Nate?
Oh,
Is that Secretariat?
I think so, yeah. And
that's
so
a great shot.
Nate, this is the new PSA magazine.
Yeah, I threw mine away.
So I see this and I'm like, ooh, what does that mean? Does that mean they're going to do a spotlight on graded ticket stubs?
Oh, that'd be great.
And sure enough, horse racing stubs.
Wow.
How cool is that, dude?
Yeah.
We've been
Still
talking
trying
about
to
that
get
for a long time.
that's one place. That's one thing. NBA Finals, Stanley Cup, and Kentucky Derby. Those are the three on my list I got to hit.
So it's got War Admiral, the War Admiral's first Kentucky Derby. It's got the 43 Kentucky Derby, the first citation, the first assault. Dude, these are so cool.
Wow.
Yeah. So could you imagine having one from, when Secretariat won the Triple Crown?
Oh, that'd be nuts.
They're out there, dude. I've seen them.
Yeah. It's always somewhere. It's just if you can get your hands on it. But I did get my PSA magazine and I saw it and kind of like the Michael Jordan. I was like, I don't need this, so I just kind of trashed it.
Could have been an Angel Reese, dude.
Even worse. I've honestly, and I don't watch WNBA, but like when they show the highlights, there is no one who actually travels more than Angel Reese. She double dribbles, travels.
Oh, yeah.
Like, how
She's
the hell
terrible.
did they not whistle? Like, she's terrible. She's real. Like Caitlin Clark, she can shoot. She's actually a good basketball player, but Angel Reese is not. She's not good at all.
Mm-mm.
She's like Charles Smith for the Knicks when he got blocked 18 times by the Bulls.
Dude, you see what Joe put? I heard that every horse in the Kentucky Derby this year was a descendant of Secretariat.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, that's badass.
And I talked about that. And it's amazing like how much people, they pay for, it's incredible.
What do they call it? Sired?
Yeah, like,
He nutted.
yeah.
The stud fees on a Secretariat sperm is probably through the fucking roof, bro.
Can't even imagine what it'd be.
Oh,
Yee.
that horse just went
Speaking of studs.
and made money for them for years after that.
Yeah.
But speaking of WNBA, did you see that Cameron Brink's going to be in Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition?
I don't even know who that is. But,
Neither do I.
Oh, yeah.
but the swimsuit's
I do.
gotta be-
She's like the blonde that
Is that
Did
ye
he-
or us?
Is he just so excited? He take the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, he just muted himself. I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, she's
Yeah.
the blonde
Yeah, the blonde.
that.
That Sports Card Radio is obsessed with.
What's her name?
What market did she play in?
Cameron Brink.
Where'd she play?
L.A.
I still remember when I was living in Charlotte, and they had the WNBA. They had the Charlotte Sting, and Mark Packer on the sports radio. He called them the Charlotte Stink. he's like, we don't discuss women's basketball in this program. He's like, we don't talk about the stink.
Yeah, so she's gonna be.
She's in like there's a, I don't know if it's Adidas or Nike commercial with Cooper Flag. She's in that. Yeah, she's pretty.
Bro, you know what I just watched the other day that I so wish they would do. What was that NBA commercial back in the day where they were all dribbling and Jason Williams was in there and they were bouncing from and their shoes were going off the.
Now, is that the one when Jason Williams is doing like the backwards pass and he hits it off his elbow and everything? Yeah.
They did that in Scary Movie, like made a.
Yeah, they made
Scary Movie. Yeah, it was that time.
God.
Bling bling.
Oh, here it is. I found it.
Can't hear it.
Yeah. Is that Garnett? God, man. Wow.
I'm assuming the audience can hear it.
All right, here we go.
White chocolate. That's right.
Yeah.
Alex. Yep.
Can't hear it.
No, I still don't hear it.
You still don't hear it?
Yeah. I don't either.
Mhm.
She was.
There it is.
Now, there you go. It's incredible. He and Randy Moss were on the same high school basketball team.
Right. And football team.
I was curious what position he played in football.
Jason Williams said that he was a better quarterback than he was a basketball player. You know who also played?
Allen Iverson.
In the same fucking
Virginia.
In Virginia.
He was player of the year.
Yeah. Quarterback, yeah. Right? Was he a quarterback?
And he got in the fight. Yeah, he was a quarterback. And then he got into the fight going into his senior year.
Yeah.
The bowling alley.
Yep.
Lamar Odom. Is that Lamar Odom?
Because I watched a AAU tournament.
Miles.
He was playing at my old high school, and Jeff McGinnis for Carolina was the other point guard on the other team. They both had, I think McGinnis had 40 something, and Iverson had over 50 in that game. They were just lighting it up.
Yeah, Iverson played for Bethel.
Yep. He was supposed to go to some big college, and he got in a fight, right? You said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I know. Randy Moss was supposed to go to Notre Dame or Florida State.
He was Notre Dame, and then he Florida State, and then he basically got kind of kicked out of both, and then he was within. He went to Marshall.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Graves.
I love the nostalgia right there. Everybody, congratulations!
He hasn't got
a nostalgia hit.
He hasn't gotten his doggy super treat yet.
I heard there's a lot of people that are pissed off about said super treats.
Oh, the milk bones that you are from the with the comic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I ordered one, and then someone sent me a box.
I saw that. Was that some female admirer?
Space Usagi girl.
Somebody sent you a box. You got a box, you said?
So I bought one anyways, and then someone sent me one on top of that for Graves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Usagi girl on Instagram.
Because I want to say I saw a text from Igor because I remember on, I don't know what show it was, but saying they had sold out, and he'd sent a link saying
that they restocked or whatever.
Yeah.
So do I just sell the comic now?
I don't know, bro. I think so.
Raw?
Yeah. 100%. Just put it up today. $70 in your hand.
Is that how much it's going for?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
going for like 60 or 70. I don't know if they're still going for that, but
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it did cost like $10 to ship with the milk bones. But I think the box of dog treats were only like $5.
Sell.
Yeah.
yeah. You're gonna give
Oh,
her.
You know what I saw from our first time the other day, and I was a Pokemon machine at the Kroger.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's existed for like the last 6 months or so.
I had no idea, so I was going out, and I was like, "Well, I'm just gonna grab a couple."
Oh, you actually got something? The
Yeah.
prismatic
Prismatic Evolutions and Journey to Scarlet and Violet journey together, because I was like, when Alex does his stuff, give him a pack every time. And then I was telling some other people, and they were like, they never have packs. And I was like, when I went, I was like, I just went up to it, and there they were.
most of the time they're sold out. Or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
There were some high schoolers like behind me, like they were just, did you buy
I
them?
know.
I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Hey, at least you
It's-
bought the right thing.
Well,
But
I was just told them, I was like, yeah, I'm just trying to get something for my son. They're like, how old's your son? I'm like, 7. And one of the guys says, you must be the best dad ever. I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't know if that's exactly how it works, but yeah, sure.
Have you guys been buying any of the Bowman?
I have not. I have, because you know how every year I buy a box of Series 1,
Mhm.
like a hobby box, and just hold it. I haven't done that for the last 2 years, and so like I need to catch up on that because like I see that Series 2 is already dropping.
So I went into the comic store today because I thought I could be, and I'm probably off by a week, but I was watching you guys on Wednesday, but I was trying to get Alex to sleep, and so I kind of had it so low I could hear some stuff. And I thought this week was the week that the
Bowman
Spawn
dropped?
comic, the Curse of the girl from like the Ice Cream Man. I thought this was the week that dropped. And I don't think it was this week. And so I saw it up, and I was like, well, I need to go check. So it wasn't at the store. So I went up and I checked the cards, and I haven't bought any cards in a while. And so Lou, who was working, and he was like, man, I haven't seen you like all this year. I was like, you guys have priced me out. He's like, no, he's like, Bowman's only like 280. I'm like, 280? And he was like, hey.
280 for a hobby box?
Yeah.
And he was like, no, it's always been like that. I'm like, no, it hasn't. I was like, Heritage was 80 for years. And then it went to 110, and now it's 140. And I was like, put tax on. I'm like, you're talking like 160. I'm like, it's not even close to what it used to be.
That's like double at that point.
It's just crazy. And a Heritage, it's not, I mean, that's more, more for collecting and trying to build the sets. I'm like, you're not going to get big hits out of that, realistically.
Right.
I mean, what baseball player do you want?
But they also had like Looney Tunes and the Marvel cards, and everything's $100 a box. I'm like,
yeah, no thanks.
That's
Yeah,
it's
but
insane.
there's nobody I would want to collect right now. Like, who's out there?
I
but did you?
I used to buy a case of Bowman Jumbo every year, and I miss not having that anymore and being able to go back. Like in a year, I won't have any more to go back and find all the players that are doing really well, because I quit because it got, like you said, it priced out. It priced me out, man.
I mean, there's nothing like cracking packs and like being able to watch games, and especially I just love like opening I told you this every year. Like I loved opening Heritage when it first came out, saving them for opening day, because I can always just look at the stats. Like that's how I always kind of kept up with everything. But it's just there's sad that there's just no product. You actually, if you just want to collect the card, there's no product for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. Did you guys see this?
Well, even trying to buy retail now at this point too, right? Like if it's like $30 a blaster and then
too much,
automatically $60 for a mega box or monster box, whatever you want to call it.
So funny part, we went to the Astros game today, and Tyler and I were grabbing hats, and he was like, hey, they got cards. You want to grab like a couple of packs and we'll just open them? I'm like, yeah. I grabbed the hanger, $25. Now, I get everything at the Astros game is always expensive, but I was like,
That's
And
ridiculous.
then
25
blasters were 40 and fat packs were 15.
Oh
And I was like,
God.
absolutely not. He just
That's like not even
one.
fun. That's like not even fun to rip like at your
It's
seat or whatever.
I was like, I can get Pokemon cards out of the Kroger for $25. I was like, I don't even know what any of this stuff means, but I was like, just at least you can afford it.
Those boxes resell for like $60 too. Like, yeah, it's insane. And then did you like the shop that you went to? They sent a text message out about how they were doing the same releases for those same Pokemon boxes. Like, you can only buy like one box per day in the visit to the store or whatever, or something like that. Like, it had all these different rules to it, and I was just like, you're not allowed to buy this and this product together, or something. I was just like, kind of like, I was like, if I need a lawyer, need a lawyer to understand like what I can and cannot buy at the store, like, I'm not buying that product.
They had some kind of like longer boxes that had like a little Manchichi or whatever this animal is, and they were. And I was like, how much is one of those? And they're like $70. I was like, my kid's 7. I was like, I was like, no thanks. They're like, they're real popular. I'm like, yeah, I'm sure they are, but I'm like, he's 7. He doesn't know what any of this stuff means. I'm like, I'm okay.
Hey, do you guys watch that vintage toy guy? What's his name? He has a toy shop and he buys toys. It's
Is it the guy that's out of Dallas?
no.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Because like his store is basically a museum, you know, at this point.
Yeah,
because they had that Castle Grayskull built.
But he bought that G.I. Joe space shuttle.
The Defiant?
Really?
Yeah, some guy had it in his attic for like 38 years.
I got mine downstairs. Going to see it.
And it was all trashed or whatever, but when they opened the box, everything was sealed in the baggies. Wow.
Everyone in the chat
figures, everything.
Is it Toy Federation? Federation?
Yeah, Toy Federation, yeah.
Yeah,
right. Thank you, Heroes Reborn.
Yeah. Oh, you saw 2 Heroes? Yeah, it was badass, bro.
That hard top, those 2 figures, and I know Bryan actually covered this Wednesday on the market report, but because they're actually, because Midwest Toys had the 2 figures up. Oh God, what was it? Hardtop is the driver of Defiant, but I remember he only went for like $214. He was a little cheaper. Like, he had a little. What it didn't show, and you had to scroll through the pictures. His hat, it's white, but it was dirty on top. But getting him with like the mic and his gun, a lot of people don't realize like the plastic. Like, he has a discoloring here. It's different from like the rest of the uniform, but it's a different plastic. So it actually is not. It was always like that. So it's not. It's aged. And then there's Payload. Payload's the astronaut, and he's got to be clean white backpack, 2 parts that click onto it, and that's a solid, usually like $350. I mean, it's.
Oh, so is that the Astros hat you bought today?
No, I had it on, and when I came on, I was like, man, that thing is like bright white.
Yeah,
I was like, it was too bright. I was like, but it looks like a Diamondbacks hat. It looks like an old Diamondbacks hat. The A does.
Is it the new city hat?
Yes.
See, I like that logo. Like,
I do too.
It has, because it's the old Astros Dome like star, right? And and then no one likes it. I'm just like, kind of like, that reminds me of the Astrodome. That's all.
No, I think it looks good.
Yeah. I was like, I like it. Like the white background with the blue on the side. I was like, it looks cool.
I think it's a good looking hat. I just think the way it's shaped,
looks
just like the old Arizona A. Back when they won the World Series. It's just different colors inside, and the way they had the old. You're talking about like the star in the middle, like the '95 Astros, how they had the cutting star.
Yeah,
it's that. I mean, it looks good. I like the hat.
Yep. I'm waiting for them to go on sale because they always go on sale eventually. It's usually about mid-season.
They just came out with the City Connect, so they had all the old City Connect stuff like really cheap for a while.
Oh, when at the beginning of the season?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking on the lookout for that.
I like all the City Connect stuff they've done, like the H with the rings going around with the baseball.
The jerseys look good too.
Yeah, they do.
Did you guys see this? fucking Battle Beast is still continuing to go crazy. Do you see this sale?
Oh shit! No, I didn't see that. So
Wow.
Yeah, $1,400. I looked on 130 point. It was $14.99. So it went for what
All
they
that
asked.
Wolfman stuff.
Good
Yeah,
Lord.
dude.
Yeah. Issue
Dale
number
Keown.
16.
Wow.
It's a Dale Keown variant. How awesome is that?
About to say, man, you know how he drew Hulk and Pitt. That's really cool. Like doing a werewolf like that. That's awesome.
Yeah. What up, Billy?
$1,500.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of them too. Check this out. So if you go to cover price,
Now, are these the ones that Joe made the sale to Yee, and they're putting their own prices in?
what sale was that?
No, it's
Go Collect.
Go Collect. You can put your own.
Oh, your own value.
yeah.
But doesn't
so-
CLZ do that too, where you put your own value?
When did they
I
start
don't know.
doing them? Didn't start doing variants until there's only a couple of them, right? Yeah. 1 in 25 for 18 by Frank Cho. A 1 in 25 for 17 by Ian Churchill. There's the Keown. They didn't start till late in the run of doing variants. They only did a couple variants. There's a 1 in 10. Another one of those Kirkman series, man. So,
Well, it's connected to Invincible. So
yeah. Yep.
So my goal is actually start watching that this
Oh,
weekend.
hell yeah.
Oh, you
That's
haven't
good.
watched it? Yeah, dude.
I feel
Like-
like I'm missing out.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about like from season 1?
Yeah, I don't. So I was actually asking this question last weekend, and I felt like a complete idiot. But like Battle Beast, I didn't understand like where did that come from, and because I was trying to see like where Clutch was in, bringing in like the Invincibles into the Battle Beast packs. I was like, how does that all work together? Like why would you put? Yeah, just I don't know any of that universe at all.
Yeah.
It's a good watch. Like honestly, like
That's what
even if
everyone
you haven't,
says.
even if you haven't read the comics, like
Yeah.
it it's nice. It's
was-
a good like true like comic book adaptation.
There's a
Sorry.
guy on my team, and he was telling me this is probably like, no kidding, probably 4 weeks ago. And because I was telling him about Andor and asking him if he'd watched it, and he was like, "No, I've been finishing up Invincible." I was like, I've never seen that. And he's like, I can't believe you've never seen it. And he was going on about how good Invincible
yeah.
was. And then all this kind of comes to fruition. And I told him Friday, I'm like,
Wait.
I'm going to watch Invincible this weekend.
But here's where you both can kind of cross over probably. Like have you watched The Boys?
That I have watched. It's great.
Yeah, and then you
Absolutely
probably
great.
watch this. And then I'm assuming that since he's watching Invincible, he's probably watched The Boys too as well.
I didn't even ask him, but yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. The Boys.
And then even the
great.
spin-off stuff like the what was it? The V, I forgot what it was called.
Yeah, 'cause-
when they're in
right,
college.
Right. But I remember that was
Citizen-
one.
or,
You
something
remember when
V,
we go?
yeah.
We'd go diving back, and we were talking about like how the Boys comics, like they never popped as much as you
Yeah.
thought they would have. And I remember talking to Joe about that too. And he's just like,
Well,
there's
but
some classic ones, and it's just
But now the Invincible comics are popping off. Like, you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
It had that standard like before the series, and then it went into like a dip, right? You know, like for several years. Like
and I
But the
think you
show
guys
still-
talked about on Wednesday too. Like it's really hard to get the old issues, like 50 and under. I don't know if it's like 100 and under, but like 50 and under, like you can go
just any of them.
wherever you go, and you're not going to find those issues at all.
Yeah.
Just
low-
look for
low
a back
print.
issue.
Yeah.
Just look for back issues of any of the comics, honestly.
Not happening.
How often do you run into a shop that has them? I don't see them I don't think ever, unless it was something printed recently.
Dude, Steve had a whole run, and I pulled them out, and I go, "Hey, dude, you need to reprice these, right?" And he looked at me, and I go, "Bro, like that's how I got my Battle Beast cover, and like he put them all out, and he blew them out."
Hey Joe, send me the GI Joes that you need to finish up with, because I got some more, and I think I may have some. If they're still the high
You got the
series,
last issue.
155,
You got an extra?
maybe you got But you need more than that too. You just need like a handful though, right?
154,
Mm-hmm.
153. Hold on.
Is it literally just that sequence, like 152?
Hold on.
on?
I'll tell
The
you.
tough ones.
Okay. Yeah.
And I need the fucking treasury edition of #1.
Oh, the you're talking about the.
in fucking high grade, dude.
I have a 9.4 and a 9.6. You're talking about the McFarlane homage?
No,
The Scott.
big,
No,
the big one.
the
What's the
G.I. Joe
treasury one?
issue 1 was
Treasury.
big.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
The big motherfucker.
They did. It's huge. It's like this big. It's like the size of the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
I know.
versus Superman.
When
You've
did
never
it come
seen
out?
that, Nate?
Yeah,
1985.
I'm not familiar
You've
with
never seen it, Nate?
it. Don't
Are you
know.
fucking serious? I thought you had it. Brian, pull it up. That one goes for 100. It's the big, like the Star Wars Treasury editions. The big fucking book, bro.
Oh, reprints 21 in it too.
There you go. It's huge.
See how filthy that is?
They're big, Nate. They're like, not thick, but really big. Like the size.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I swear I don't think I've ever seen them.
Yeah, it's like this, Nate. Big Treasury edition.
Oh yeah. Because like the Transformers magazines in the UK and stuff, or the comics in the UK are bigger, just like the Star Wars stuff.
Well, it's even bigger than that.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, where have I been?
Yeah, dude, what the hell's the matter with you, bro?
Well, I mean, where do you start?
Who are you?
This is probably number 7 on a list of 21 things that you can run down that are wrong with me.
You remember that Robo Wolf book we were talking about the other night? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
Check this out. Look at that.
Oh.
Are you kidding me? Look at that.
Let's get the fuck out of
He
here.
looks like he should fit right in with the turtles in that universe. With the sunglasses, like Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Eat lead.
That's awesome, bro.
Lead is a part of a balanced diet.
Stealing a bunch of money.
Man,
and
that's
shit.
great.
Right?
Nuclear.
So I'm gonna definitely check this out. I think it's pretty dope. There's some other preview pages of it too. I love that cover, man.
That just feels 80s.
Right? I mean, look at that dude right there. The head floating.
Oh,
smoking a
He's
joint.
smoking a joint. Yeah.
she looks like Shredder's daughter.
Bro, that is a
She's like Kira.
that's awesome.
Your No Long Short has this because of the bubblegum cover.
Oh,
I'm
she
gonna
is
have to-
blowing gum. I didn't even notice that.
Dude, this is so
Oh, you know,
cool.
no. Here's the best part. You notice her T-shirt? Cubert.
Yeah.
It's a Q from Cubert.
No, it's also the MTV logo.
Oh, God, it does have the. Oh,
Yeah.
man. Where's the Beyond Wednesdays version of this?
I know. Look at that head, bro. That head could totally be a Beyond Wednesday style logo.
It is with a
Smoking a
skull with a
joint.
mohawk,
Yeah.
a
he's got
floating
mohawk.
skull head with a mohawk.
Yeah. That's awesome. Look at his neck. That's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. So Robo Wolf, be on the lookout.
When does that come out? Is it out or is it?
Let's see here. May 21st. So it is out. It just came out
Okay.
last
That's
week.
Wednesday.
Yep.
So hey Brian, the Curse of Shirley Johnson, is that
Oh.
that's not out yet, right?
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
came
it
out
is.
last Wednesday too.
So when I went to the shop, they didn't have any of them.
Well, they
Really?
probably sold out.
That was the
They
only
sold
reason I
out.
went in. I
They-
want to get that book.
they
I really
sent
want to
it-
read that.
They sent it to a second printing. Because it's sold out at Diamond or at wherever,
Let me check,
at Lunar or whatever.
I think Gin Shop they're closed tomorrow.
Let me
I'm
see
checking
here.
on Monday.
Hey, bro, I got an extra one. If you want it, I'll send it to you.
Actually, I have something to send to you, so that would actually work.
Okay.
And I actually need to meet up with you because I
And
have stuff.
I have stuff for you. It's literally right here from that G.I. Joe Kickstarter.
Yeah, I have stuff from C2E2, and then I think even before that too.
And let's see
Did you
who's
see
in the
this?
chat. Ethan, I have something for you. And KATCG. Go down the list. Merry Christmas, Derek Neiman.
This is the second printing cover by Glapion that just got announced.
Yeah, I still got some shit I got to
Awesome.
send Brian.
San Diego,
Oh yeah,
buddy.
and I need to mail Bryan and Joe
San Diego is the
something.
time to take everything. I'll be bringing
Oh,
these.
Yeah. I guess I could just bring it to San Diego. I could just bring you the shirt then. Actually,
I'll be bringing
everyone
these
else.
to San Diego because I need everybody to sign one.
I will say, David in the chat said RoboWolf is awesome.
We gotta,
Oh,
we gotta
sweet.
get
Oh,
these
yeah.
signed by the crew. So
Oh, this is gonna be like the third comic I've ever signed.
it'd be dope, dude, to have all of
Or
us sign
second.
one, like on the outside, because it's like perfect, right? At the outside, we can all sign
Get
it.
the right color for it too. Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
Sweet. I'm glad I already have my signature.
Yeah, that would be cool, dude.
Yee, that photo that you sent Brian, that Brian put on the website, it is a
Yeah.
great photo.
You should have seen the alternate one I was thinking about sending. I'll send that actually. I'll send that in the chat because it's funny.
Yeah, here we go. Where is it? About. I only need to get pictures of Ben and Richie and Dennis. But yeah, there you go. There's Yee. Pretty dope.
That's a good picture. Very good.
Ben and Richie are still Asian ladies.
I always love that because I was like, Vinny's the only one who's not an Asian lady.
Yeah.
He's like rerun from Good Time or What's
Yeah.
Happening.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and then Dennis too. I got to add Emmett on there too. But yeah, go check it out. BeyondWednesdays.store. That is the new webpage. And
David in the chat actually asked, what is the link for the site?
BeyondWednesdays.store. Appreciate that guy right there. Much love, brother. One of the good guys. Clutch. Thank you, Alex.
I was about to say, Alex, finally got my heavy metal one for my Kickstarter last week.
Oh,
It
this
shipped
is kind of
from
cool.
Diamond. Huh.
Hold on. You finally got your Kickstarter?
That's what Alex in the chat was saying. Because I was going to mention something to you guys. I did the Transformers, like the card Kickstarter. I have not gotten mine yet, and I've reached out a handful, like quite a few times. So I didn't know if you guys had put in for that for like the cards because they came out. I want to say like in the fall of last year. It's been a while, maybe at the beginning of the year, but it's a lot of stuff's been out for a while.
This is
All right,
kind of cool. If you go to the YouTube page,
I like
just
that
text-
one, Yee.
I just text you y'all all three the picture that I almost sent for the website.
all right,
That is the one actually to find.
the YouTube channel. If you
That
if
would
you
have made
guys
more
just go to-
sense.
if you just go to the
Right?
YouTube channel and you click store, you guys, all the variants are available there too. So it's very easy to get to. Just go to the YouTube channel and click store, and you could buy any of the variants that we do over there as well. So pretty good shit. All right, where's this fucking picture?
Oh, it is. It really should be exactly what you should put on the site. It's a great picture.
Yeah, so it was the choice between those two. I was like,
They're both winners, but that's the one that should be on the site.
I was like, the serious one or the goofy one? Because
the
like
serious one's better.
So like, ever since I joined this band, we hire a photographer to like take our live photos and stuff like that. And then every time I've taken pictures with the same photographer,
Yeah.
I've been trying to do goofy faces.
I was going to ask you because the picture is so good.
Uh-huh.
When you said that, I was like, who the hell took that picture? Because I'm like, if it's just someone just caught that on their phone, I'm like, they did a hell of a job. I was
No.
that makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So it like there's a handful of people that do this for like metal shows, and all the like different subgenres, right? But anyways, so there's two photographers, and we hired both of them for this show, and they both captured a goofy face picture. I was just like, yes, I was so stoked on that because I tell them after every set, I'm like, can I check out the photos? I was like, I've been trying to do like a goofy face every time you take photos
See,
for the.
I would like that on a shirt. I would wear that around. I would.
Nice.
That would be a great shirt for like San Diego. Because somebody would be like, I know that guy.
It's like, you mean this guy?
This guy? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You mean that guy over there?
It's funny. James Kreider says, I proudly present to you 2 of 10 of the next week's cover price hot list. And it's both of the new Svetas.
Yep.
I don't have this one. I need to get one of those.
That's probably.
I don't like
number
this one as much. I like this one.
I was about to say
but
that is number one because I remember you guys showing it before. I was like,
Yeah.
I could see that one being the top.
Yeah. I mean, she's amazing. I mean, this is good. Don't get me wrong. But
Yep.
I don't like it as much as this one.
Yeah.
Damn,
I mean,
that's a
just the
good
way
cover.
the color in the background
Yeah.
just blends in with like the socks or in her shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a negative variant, but that, and I mean, you can see her crack.
Yep.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah. So pretty cool. All right. Let's get into the
Drama.
FOC and then we'll get into drama.
All right. I'll check you guys out later. Right, that's all fucked up, right? Well, leave then, bud. Leave.
I feel like I want at some point I want Hood to come on with like the Deidre Mirror like outfit or like just the
Right with a
the
All right.
hey,
collar.
Brian.
Lefteros on IG. Make sure you go follow him. He writes good stuff for Cover Price too. He's got Deadpool number 15 on his list. First appearance and cover of Ito Karami. This is Cody Ziegler, and I refuse to read it just because he's terrible. But I don't know. Maybe you guys enjoy it. Who knows?
I haven't
So,
read this Deadpool series at all.
Yeah.
I've been picking them up. Haven't read a single one yet.
Yeah. Exquisite Corpses number 2. This is the polybagged variant that also has the trading card. And this is the Michael Walsh cover, and that is badass. And pick up those polybagged variants with the trading cards.
Is
telling
number
you.
one? So did number one come out this week too?
Yep.
Yeah, didn't have that one at the store either.
Last week.
There's
I
gonna
think
be
it
a
was
second
last week.
print for that, so no worries.
Yeah, second prints on FOC. This book is amazing. Fantastic Four number 1. This is the Alex Ross variant. Did you guys see this?
Beautiful.
Look at this. Hold on.
It's awesome.
This is just masterclass on cover. Look at this.
Even the way his head's kind of tilted back, like he's just that.
The Kirby crackle in the background.
Man,
The hands.
you know, we talked about Brian. You always kind of brought this up about Campbell and John Royal. It's like
Yeah.
art. It's like Alex Ross and Mark Spears. Like they're on that. They just have it. They're
Yeah.
both just so good.
Yep. I agree. That is a badass fucking cover
Mhm.
right there. So I agree with Lefteros on that one too. Godzilla Heist number 5. Inception movie poster homage. Okay. Spawn Bloodletter number 1. This is one of those new Spawn series. First appearance of Tasha Thornwall, aka the Bloodletter.
It's a good name.
Superman Unlimited number 2. First appearance of Kryptonite King and the Crypto Knights. What?
Can't wait.
Yeah. And this cover, every cover on Zatanna
Awesome.
is going to be a hit. This is cover B of Zatanna number 5 by Alexander Lozano. Look at this.
That is a banger.
Yeah.
Look at the bunny, bro.
Yeah. And what was that, like a little gerbil or squirrel
bunny.
down there?
The
It's
Is
a
it a
bunny.
Oh, okay. Didn't even see that. I was looking at the big bunny.
Okay,
Oh,
you
the
think
big-
that cover's
Yeah.
good? Look at this cover. Fuimara.
That's
pretty cool.
Man. I mean, I was literally looking for House of M, just the parts coming out, the
Dude,
face.
That is amazing cover. Both of these are great. So
You don't like those
somebody
creepy
were to do
magic
that at a
shirts?
show, Wah!
It's AI.
Here's the problem. Both of those should have been the 1 in 25. They chose this as the 1 in 25.
Oh hell, that sucks.
Right?
Yep.
What are they doing over there?
No offense to the artist.
No.
What?
But-
It's like a JR for ASM. Like, hey, you know what we do? Let's make the shitty one almost impossible to get, but the great ones everywhere.
Yeah.
What do you think the guy at the printer's doing when all these books are coming out? And
He's hammered.
Yeah, he's probably looking at, man, that book fucking sucks.
You know, he's like, man, I could do their job a hell of a lot better than they do it.
Kids still buy these darn old comics.
Man, that made that girl look like a boy.
Comic book countdown says Zatanna would say it ama. No, There
you go.
Let's see here. What do we have next?
That's great.
All right. Mark Spears has the Vampirella book out. I love the ones with the moon behind her. I think it looks great. Vampirella number 3. So this is, I believe, the one he did on his first cover. That was a retailer exclusive. And so they just reused it. Hell yeah. And so I can go buy one now.
I don't know if you guys read Silverhawks, but
No,
the
I
number
haven't been
2,
reading it.
the number 2 where he's got the Spears version and he's got Monstar and he's got before Monstar transforms into Monstar, it's just a great looking book. Like, it's classic, beautiful.
You guys remember this?
Mm-hmm.
So that is the cover that they basically used. Dynamite went and used the new art. And it's basically that cover.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. The moon behind it looks better.
And it's a foil. But yeah, this, if you don't remember, this was the book that 616 had. And when everybody found out it was the first Mark Spears cover that put out, remember we all bought one and they and then they canceled everybody's order and put it back up on eBay for like $70.
Mm-hmm.
They were like $9 or $15 on their site, and they canceled everybody's order. And then they had some on eBay for like 20, and I bought some there, and they canceled my order there and put it back up for $70. So out of stock, 36 stoled. Is this one available? Nope. So there you go for the Mark Spears collector. That is the first Mark Spears cover on the market. Other than his monster stuff, right? I think was his Kickstarter before that? I can't remember. We'll have to ask him later. Where did I go? Did I leave? Session was good.
My session's still going.
Nice. And there are a couple other cool covers. Look at this. This is Exquisite Corpses number 2, the 1 in 50 by Martin Simmons.
Oh, that's pretty dope, actually.
Right?
Oh.
You can see all the other killers in the reflection.
Yeah. I've been wanting to buy some OA from him because anytime he's at a convention, it's actually really reasonably priced, and it's always like something that he's done recently too. A lot of panels. So
yeah,
if you see him at a convention, I would be on the lookout in his art book.
Here's the main cover of Exquisite Corpses. Such a creepy looking character. And then there's going to be a bunch of variants for it, of course. I don't like the 1 in 25 with Riley Rossmo. I don't like that character. Maybe that's why. Because I just don't like that.
Is that Harry Quinn? Instead of Harley Quinn.
Uh-huh.
So I heard the first issue was a pretty long read.
60
have you read?
pages.
Have you read it?
Not all of it yet.
Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's a good story. It's a good premise.
I mean, it's Tinian, so it's nothing. I don't expect anything less from him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dungeon crawler. Let's see here. Next, this Fantastic Four 1 in 25 by Opeña.
That's good.
Yeah. There's the
Now I expect
Alex
to
Ross.
I expect to see each character in that same pose.
Oh, that's crazy. Dead Man's Chest.
This is David Booher is writing this. This is issue number 2, and this is the variant cover B. That's sick. That's a cool cover. How the tentacle is doing the circle.
The symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really good cover.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yep. That's going to be a good one. All right. So they're doing a Age of Apocalypse, giant size Age of Apocalypse number 1. Dude, Blink is such a great character. And I'm glad that she's finally getting some spotlight again. This is a 1 in 50 by Ivan Talavera.
Nice.
Yeah. She is such a badass character. Exiles was such a great read back in the day, too. It was a great book. If you guys haven't read that Exiles run. There is an Art Germ variant.
Mama.
It's not bad.
Mama.
Uh-huh. And
standard Archer. Nothing I haven't seen before, right?
Yep. All right. This, I believe, is a Kickstarter, but I'm not sure. This is a Sun Kaminaki variant.
What? Fuck.
Look at this. That is fucking awesome, dude.
That is like, bro.
I've never seen a nun who looks like that. But
Yeah,
I'm not Catholic, so I may be going to
because
the wrong church.
This one's a murder nun. That's why. This is issue number 2. I don't know if this is a Kickstarter. This might be a Kickstarter.
Yeah,
So-
I want to know her full story.
Yeah, you would probably run into her at one of my shows.
By the way,
Hey, do you
this
notice
is,
the
that's Sun
cross upside
Kaminaki
down
right there.
on
That's
her,
who drew it.
Oh my god. Mama.
Nice. Is it a self-portrait? Is that what we're looking at here?
I don't know, man.
Looks
don't-
like
I think we all
Angelina
wish.
Jolie, man.
Yeah, she's gorgeous, right?
Yeah, let the sun rise. But
Mhm.
you see the on her crotch, crosses upside down.
Yeah, that's creepy, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. You would find her at one of my shows.
Pool Boy did a variant for that. Let me see if I can pull that up. This is another interesting
Oh, did-
book. This Benjamin, number 1 from Oni. This is a Christian Ward 1 in 10 for this. So that's pretty dope. And this is looks like an interesting story. In the tradition of Philip K. Dick's A Scanner Darkly and Thomas Pynchon's Inherent Vice comes a uniquely fascinating and hilarious deranged excursion into the metatextual nexus where existence and oblivion, past and future, genius and madness, and glitter and grim reality all meet just to beyond Hollywood Boulevard.
So the other cover, I thought it was
This
like an
one?
old VHS tape. Looking.
I thought
like
this
that.
was one of those books, remember the books that were with,
yeah,
like the
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
paperbacks?
Yep.
Yeah.
It does look like one. Yep, you're right.
That's a cool cover, though. I love his marijuana
Is it the
shirt,
head and the spine and the hair?
right?
Wow.
So that'll be interesting. Keep an eye on that. That's on FOC. This is a 1 in 10 Will Sliney for that Cold Witch, Tale of the Shrouded College. Did you remember that had the coin one last week? Now they go from the coin to a fudgesicle. So
Nice.
yeah,
Now I want some ice cream.
I know. So do I, bro.
It's hot enough for it.
Uh-huh.
Got that right.
Chris Stevens. Let's see what this looks like. What does this Batman look like? That's actually pretty cool. It's a good cover. Detective Kaiju, Dune. This is the second printing of Exquisite Corpses. They're doing a sketch cover of this. It's a wraparound with all the characters by Michael Walsh.
Yeah, is that the one you're talking about?
I know there's a second print that's supposed to come with a card as well too. Is that a certain incentive?
This is the second printing, 1 in 10.
I like that.
And then this is the regular second printing. I don't think there's a second printing coming with a card. There's a number 2 that comes with a card.
Does Clutch still have his on his site?
I
The
don't
Pete
know.
Carroll?
Let's take a look.
I might have to just grab one of those.
I think
Those are. I mean, that's a great cover too. I mean, it's
All right, 1 in 10 comes with the card.
okay. Let's see here. Comic books.
Special event card. Thanks, Crider.
I don't see them. Where are they? Are they not up here? He had them up here.
they may be gone. He may have taken it down if they were sold out. So, yeah.
G.I. Joe exclusive.
Because, like, he had that Mark Spears G.I. Joe. It was up there, but when it's gone, it was off. So,
There it is,
which
right there.
Oh, there it is.
$20. If anybody wants
Yep.
to get this, it's still available. This is the Pete Carroll. This the guy that did the Battle Beast blind bag variants, not Battle Beast trading pack variants. He did a Exquisite Corpses #1 for Big Clutch. And if anybody wants it, here's the link for that.
There's Clutch actually just saying that.
Wait. That's not the link. Don't even think about it, peeps. All right, hold on. Why is that coming up StreamYard? That's weird. Look at that. All right, hold on. Let me go back to that.
Every time you kind of, I keep
Clutch,
seeing
we
that
got
magic
excited
cover,
to see
I'm like
you.
that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. E.
I was gonna say, Clutch, we got excited to see you, so we were trying to send you the link.
Hey, you should buy these and then ship them to your own house.
It's Memorial Day weekend. Hey, right?
Hey,
I want to see his garage. That all the
Oh, yeah.
renovation stuff after he's done. Because
Yeah, that's a cool cover. Really good.
Good session on my end tonight too. Awesome.
I saw his note. I think it was like Wednesday or Saturday. It was late. He's like, I'm watching Rogue One.
Dude, I feel bad, bro. Like I think it was 2 nights ago. Clutch, I apologize. It's like 9. I didn't realize it was like 9:45, almost 10 o'clock at night. I called Clutch and I was super stoned. And I'm like, hey, bro, check it out. This just happened. This just happened. This just happened. All right, bro. I'll see you later. He's like, okay, bro. It was like 10 o'clock at night, dude. I didn't realize it.
10 o'clock though. That's not bad.
Some people go to bed before around 10 o'clock, bro.
Yeah, that's all right.
It's 10 o'clock, 10:30 right now, Brian.
I know, bro. You guys rule.
The oil rules.
G.I. Joe's got some stuff coming out. There's a ton of Fantastic Four variants. Did you guys see that Scotty Young is doing the connecting cover for Fantastic Four? There's going to be J. Scott Campbell variants. I like this.
What?
These Scotty Young connecting cover. I like this one.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that's
Thank
cool.
you. Yeah, thank you,
It's a
brother.
You're
good
welcome.
thing.
Yeah.
Are there 4 of them?
Yeah, there's going to be 4. There are connecting covers. This is the Ji Hung Lee. I don't like this. It looks like she's
not bad.
stretchy. It looks like she's stretching, like she's Mr. Fantastic.
It shouldn't elongate the glove because I like the invisible part, like how it kind of comes through. Like, but I see what you're saying. Like, the
She's
hand,
taking off the
the
glove.
glove, yeah, it makes it look like she's
Yeah.
stretchy.
Oh, and then the typical Jihan Lee like gleam, the plastic look.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's probably not helping.
a little sheen.
Yeah.
Machine.
The pull boy put the butter on that one.
Pool Boy has a variant out this week that we got to show.
Okay.
Yeah. So I like the Opinion 1 in 25 for that. That's
Dude, he's the
probably
best. So I was gonna tell you guys, like, I love 7 to Eternity.
Yep.
And there's a book on eBay right now. It's from his collection. It's #1. It's signed by him, and it's from his collection on the label from CGC.
Oh,
Wow.
nice.
This is Grim 23, the 1 in 20 Dan Panosian Virgin variant. Panosian put out a cover this week, though, that is really rough. You could tell he was rushed on it. But this one's good.
I'm about to say, that's not it.
Yeah.
That's
Panosian did I think it's a Catwoman. Let me show you this. Yeah.
$1,800 bundle for all the 1 in 100 by JSE. That seems
how much? I'm sorry.
1,800.
Yeah, I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I'm reading chat from Igor. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. This is the Catwoman Panosian variant. This thing's a little rough.
It's a good concept, though. I mean, I like the idea.
It's something about her face mask or her face that makes it look like her eyes are different sizes.
It's her forehead.
Is that what
It's
it
too
is?
big.
The lightness of her forehead? Forehead's too
Yeah.
big? I don't know.
Too steep or something? Like too tall?
I don't know.
Maybe.
It looks off.
Like mine? I don't know.
Yeah. You got a 5 head, Nate?
Yeah.
Let's see here. Hold on. Let's get rid of some of these all these damn tabs. Okay.
I haven't said that in a long time.
Yeah. Okay. There was a couple other ones, and then we are done with FOC. They did a second printing 1 in 25 of the Gwenpool with just a different shade, and it's dumb.
Oh,
So there you go.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Speaking of JR put out a Daredevil.
Oh, boy.
Have you guys seen this? I thought it was Frank Miller at first.
Yeah, 6 fingers or 3 eyes or
No. Hold on. I think it was a Daredevil. Is it Daredevil? Maybe it was in solicitations that are coming up. Oh, it's rough, man. There's a Daredevil that's coming.
everything he does is rough. He
Yeah.
is awful.
There's the Battle Beast #2. There's a 1 in 50, 1 in 100 Bermejo, 1 in 25 Azrar, and an EJ Sue 1 in 10.
Hey, look at that crypto, bro.
This one right here.
Love the pup.
Nah, it's okay.
Yeah.
Could have did a better dog than that. Buggers.
Looks like Ren 1010's dog or something.
What do you guys think of this? You guys see this? These Liliths. This is the 1 in 10. That red just pops, man. Here's the A. Wait, where's the A cover? This is the 1 in 5.
Is she a boxer? So does she turn into that's
There you go. She's got freckles, Joe.
Wasn't that a magazine cover for something? Like Janet Jackson?
I don't know.
PSA?
This is the 1 in 20.
Janet Jackson PSA.
There you go.
Isn't that like one of those iconic 90s magazines.
I always think
covers.
that was with her and was it Justin, the guy from
Titty books. Tons of titty books.
he's holding her. Yeah.
There's a blank murder nun. Pinup Apocalypse number 4, but it doesn't have a 1 in 25, which is interesting. So
That
kinda
means
weird.
Massive's doing a store exclusive.
yeah, probably.
Instead.
But I will give them credit. They changed their rule on 1 in 25s on their site. Now, if you buy 25s of the A copies, you get the 1 in 25 instead of going over there and buying the 1 in 25. So that's very good on them. Shout out to Massive for changing that.
Oh, instead of them just repricing it?
Yep. Now,
Okay.
if you buy 25 copies of the A cover, you get the 1 in 25 on their site. This is kind of a cool cover.
I mean, they're a publisher. They should probably be doing that anyways, right?
Yep, totally. The Rocket Fellers number 6. I like this cover. Old school van with the kids. I hate those things, but it's a good cover.
Have you not been on the road
I don't know if
recently?
you guys ever watched Bionic 6. It's an old cartoon. Like that's how stuff like that you go through. I love Bionic 6.
You must not drive during the daytime anymore because those cars are still on the road.
I
all the
know.
time.
That's what I'm saying. I hate those
cars?
stickers. Those stickers.
I
Look at
never
this. This
see-
is Pool Boy.
I see the sticker.
Oh, the
Yes.
family stickers? You haven't seen those?
Yeah,
in
the family
bookstore?
stickers. You're right. Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought you meant the car itself. Like gold. But yeah, you're
Oh,
right. The stickers are. Yeah.
Still illustrated swimsuit edition. This is from Dan Mendoza and crew. So if you guys are fans of Zombie Tramp or Mike McComb, aka Pool Boy's art, go score one of those. Shout out to Pool Boy. And I think that's about. Oh, are you guys still reading Ultimate Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Who is this?
I'm behind. I'm behind 2 issues right now. I don't know. I haven't seen that. So
Is this a new character? Chat, let us know.
I'd say it wasn't in the issues like up to like 14 or 15. So
It's going to be like a Mr. Negative, right?
It's kind of cool, right?
18. I feel like I'm.
That's
think
what
I'm
I
on-
thought
think
it
I'm
was, Mr.
16.
Negative.
Yeah.
That's what everyone is asking.
It'd be different too because like he looks so, which is good. Like you don't need to be similar to
Hold on,
the
let me
regular
send,
ones.
Let me send Adam a link. He's asking for a link. Where is Adam? There we go. Link incoming, Adam. It's on
Hey,
the
did
way.
you see the new drinking game Tony's suggesting? Next
No.
time Dennis interrupts someone or has a one-up story, you have to take a drink. Get ready for alcohol poisoning.
I think you should have to take a drink every time somebody says bro, like, dude. I think we all say that enough to where people are going to be hammered.
I was about to say that I only got so many words.
How much did that sell for again?
Yeah, how much did that sell for again?
Yeah.
Moving on.
Anytime my dog barks.
Anytime Graves speaks, it's time
to take a shot.
I tell you what, by the time I get on, Saturday night and it's this late, I'm like, at that point, who knows what's gonna happen.
Jubilee variant, 1 in 50. No, thank you.
I'm about to say her face. Is she like a vampire?
Yeah, it looks like she's in her vampire stage again. Right? Like, what the hell? So, no, thank you.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your comic book drama, because these dudes, goofy ass dudes.
Into the into the into the
But let's get down to business.
So,
in the
our boy Darth Lopez, who brings us into Drama Alert every week, has been hit by the nanny bots. Did you guys see this?
All right.
Yes, sir. He has been the YouTube nanny bots have went out and slapped Darth Lopez on the wrist for pissing off Niobe Comics. Shout out to the little fire starter, the guy that is always ready to throw down Larry at Niobe Comics. So if you guys remember, there was a point where Larry jumped on Darth Lopez's show, and some guy came on and accused him of being, a diddler and all this crazy shit. And Larry's like, I'm not having that. You take that down, or I'm gonna have it taken down. And Lopez was like, you got to do what you got to do. And so, sure enough, Larry sent the cease and desist through YouTube's nanny bot system.
Oh.
Hi, Mr. Lopez. We have received a defamation complaint regarding your content. But here's the thing. After review, the following content has been blocked from view on YouTube. Country's site listed below. Only Canada. So it's still available in the U.S.
Joke's on you.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Do you see Epic 41? What a baby.
Oh, man. Come on. That is
maybe it translates in Canada.
Dude, that is the ultimate karma right there, right? You go after somebody, you strike their channel, and don't get me wrong, I give Larry a little bit of credit. Then, like, I understand being pissed that somebody calls you a diddler. Like, I would be pissed too. But, I don't think it's going to help anything by you throwing a nanny bot strike on there. And they told you that, they agree with me. So we'll take it down in your country, but not here.
So, you know what this reminds me of? My roommate from college, great guy, but he's he's the one where he gets behind the trucks and they have the 1-800. How's my driving? He calls. He's like, I'm a tattletale. I'm tattletale. So he calls.
Fuck, dude. Karma will get you. Will get those tattletales. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So Darth Lopez put this up. We have received a defamation, all that stuff. There was he hit 2 videos, it looks like. Bagged and Unfiltered, episode 5, and Damn Battle Content Comic Book Drama Alert short. And most of those shorts must have been the ones he went after. So I love how DJ Links puts Blame Canada up there. So, oh, bro, that is rough. So again, it never pays to strike somebody's content, ladies and gentlemen. It never pays. So that is the world of battle content. Battle content in the comic book content world is the block is hot, as they say right now. Okay, I think we need to talk a little bit about the state of the comic art world right now after the recent John Gallagher aping moment that happened last week. We all saw it. John Gallagher got caught stealing Hot Toys box art from Darth Maul Hot Toys figure and reusing it on a retailer exclusive variant through Tidal Wave. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to shift my focus a little bit on Tidal Wave. And my question is, how does that happen for Tidal Wave? And what is Tidal Wave going to do in the future to stop that type of thing from happening? Is it on the retailer or is it on Tidal Wave? And in my opinion, I think it's on Tidal Wave as much as it's on the retailer in this type of thing. And the reason I say that is, if you guys literally go and look at the art, you can find watermarks where people will use these other assets that they find, and there's watermarks on them. And some of these artists forget to take off the watermarks. So if it's easy enough for us to see this stuff, why can't Tidal Wave see it? You know what I mean? What's the reason? Do we give Tidal Wave a pass on this? So I would love to hear everybody's opinion on this. Drop some comments in the under the video. Want to hear it in the chat. What do you guys think? Do we start looking at Tidal Wave differently? Because this walking of the line on this IP shit is starting to get in our wheelhouse a little bit more and more for a target on it. Hood,
So-
me?
Well, I mean, so Tidal Wave's the company that's doing like autobiography books, right, or whatever,
Yep.
on different actors or pop stars or whoever, and then they're doing covers where it's something of the IPs that they're doing, right? So is it more of a question of that? Like, is it okay to use these different IPs that are connected with Disney or Marvel or whoever, more than it's anything, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that the whole question about this situation?
My thought process is that I think about a year and a half ago, we brought Darren Davis, the owner of Tidal Wave, on the industry show. And he talked to us about how hard it is to straddle that line of IP infringement. And they do a really good job of doing that. You know what I mean? And the problem is if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, when he was on the show and we was talking about all this last time, he was kind of talking about how they were trying to stay away. They were going to try to move away from that. Because it's a tough thing to deal with. It's you're this close. Every book you put out, you're this close to, pissing somebody off. And not only that, this time it's fucking Disney, right?
Yeah,
It's not just Star
Well,
Wars anymore. It's Disney and
it's
Star
just-
Wars.
right, and it's already a licensed product that's already been released. I mean, so the original question, I think it's the responsibility of both the retailer and the publisher to at least image search the image that the artist is sending you to see if it pops up anywhere else, right? I mean, that's how simple it is at that point. Like, because if we can find it, anyone with even bigger
Exactly.
tools than us should be able to find stuff like that too.
Exactly, bro. Totally. I couldn't agree more. I think that's the problem when the public is able to find these, and pretty quickly. The book got put up, and within a couple of hours, people were already sending me stuff. Hey, did you see what's going on here? What's going on here? So, and here's the other problem. Now, John Gallagher is a great digital artist, right? He's been in this industry a long time. He's co-creator of Darth Revan with the Knights of the Old Republic video game. He knows how to create great art. But this is like the fourth or fifth time that he's been caught doing this. He's been caught multiple times now with watermarks on, leaving watermarks on stuff. He's been caught, taking from things. And, again, to the guy's credit, he is a good artist. But his reaction to this is like, this is how it's done in the art world. You know, you take one asset from another place and you use it over here, and these are just assets, and you know, this is where you're doing, and this is the job that I was doing what the job entailed, and da 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 da. And it's like, no, you weren't. That is not what comic book cover art is. Comic book cover art isn't just taking an asset and that's already been used on another piece of whatever, a toy, a mug, whatever, another piece of merchandise, and moving it over and changing a couple of maybe a position of a leg or something, and saying that's original art. Because when we see a comic book cover, we think it's original art, and that's been the norm. So it's not about moving just to another an asset to another piece of merchandise. I also, you know, John did reach out to me, and reached out obviously to a couple of people. Said that this was his fault. It wasn't anything. Obviously, it wasn't the retailer's fault, but it's happened before, and you know, this has been his answer before, that you know, it's a time thing, and it was his mistake. But you know, I only got to show the.
Sorry, I copied it.
Yeah, I only got to show four covers as a response to be like, come on, bro, you got to be better. You know, if
what's his thoughts around tracing? Is that taking somebody's art, or is it just taking from one thing to another thing and putting it on another thing? Right? I mean, it's so stupid, dude. Like, but he's gonna continue to do it. There's no like artist jail, right? Like,
well, here's my question.
Like, the way he responded, it was like real complicit, Brian. Like, he doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He's like, hey man, this is how it's done, bro. This is welcome to the world of comics. We all copy each other's shit. We steal. Like, bro, you didn't know? Here's the curtain. Let me pull the curtain down. Nobody draws. They just get on a computer, man, and they find a picture and then they reverse it. Like, nobody draws anymore. Nobody writes. Welcome to the world of comics, man. This is the way it's done. And if we get caught again, oh well. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's how he came across to me. So, like, suck it, bro. That's what I say.
Yeah, dude. I you know, agree with a big part of that. That like, how often can you keep saying that? But here's the other thing. Should we expect tidal wave? I don't want to see another John no, listen, I don't want to see any artists out there not get work. But no offense, man, if Tidal Wave does another John Gallagher book immediately, I'm going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I wouldn't expect the retailer Bird City to go and do another John Gallagher book immediately. I hope, you know, and again, like, you know, one of our, I think it was Derek, said that he's just going to keep getting work. Now, is he just going to keep getting work, and are these artists going to keep getting work because they fixed something, or is it because nobody has said something about it and yelled at the rooftops, hey, this is going on? I don't want to see another retailer go through what Bird City's having to go through right now. You know, they're going to lose a ton of money out of their pockets that they've already been printed. Their brand's going to take a hit, which it shouldn't. But their brand's going to take a hit, and I kind of feel like Tidal Wave should, you know, maybe do something about it. You know, and here's the other thing. There's artists out there who want to draw covers. Shout out to Locke. Wen's in the comments right now, and he says, I want to draw covers. That's the thing. I think that super polished, realistic digital art is going to go to the wayside for the most part, and more people are going to be into dynamic, you know,
Or
Joey
even more
Madart, Stephen Platt, Rob Liefeld, like just stuff
more
that doesn't look
abstract,
real. Yeah.
things that are over exaggerated for a reason that you could see the talent of their line. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got to be
Yeah.
on the phone with Gallagher and go, okay, this is what I'm thinking. But you can't copy anybody else's shit, bro. Oh, okay. I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm glad you reminded me. You know what I mean? Like it's like somebody that like steals and you got to call them out on it all. Don't be stealing, bro. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like they're sick. Like maybe he's sick. Maybe he needs to shrink, dude. Don't steal. Don't copy other people's stuff. Okay. You know what? I need help. You know what I mean? Like, how stupid can you be, dude? Taking a Hot Toys picture, bro. They'll never guess this. You know, like, bro.
You know, the crazy part is I actually have that figure coming because I got the Vader.
Yep.
Nice.
They put out Revan and then Darth Maul, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to get that. Now I saw that, and I saw Justin's post. I was like, I hadn't seen it in a while, but I'm like, oh, there. I was like,
I've seen that image before.
Like that's it.
That's funny. Oh, it's not like the fan bases ever cross over on that either. Never.
Yeah, that's the thing is like I just never really. Yeah, I never really kind of think how those worlds kind of collide. I felt really bad for Aunt and Laura on that part, but I saw their post. I was like, I thought it was very well done.
Anytime Gallagher does something, people are gonna deep dive into his because he's a fucking cheater, bro.
Yeah. I mean, it makes me wonder if Francisco
And what work
Mattina-
has he been doing that he's so busy that he has to copy? Like, it's not like he's on doing Battle Beasts and all this shit. Like, what kind of work does he have, bro? I don't have a single Gallagher book.
Well, he
like,
could be
I don't know
doing
what books
video
he's
game
doing,
stuff.
dude.
He could be doing video game stuff.
Bro.
I wouldn't be surprised. But that still doesn't matter. That doesn't give him the excuse. And he said that. He said, this is on me. This is my fault. I messed up. But it's happened 5 times. And like every single piece that he does in the future is going to be scrutinized.
Like a serial killer. My bad. Hey, it's on me. My bad.
Yeah. I know.
That's a way to get out of it. You know, that's a smoke screen.
The Zodiac.
I think 100%
I had to be at the bottom of the Zodiac. Like, hey, you know what? Whoops. I owe you one.
Yeah. Got me.
Sorry. Again.
Yeah, it's just I take 100% responsibility for this. You know what I mean? And you're like, wow, I'm taken aback by your honesty.
I hate when NBA players like, hey, my bad.
My bad.
Yeah.
We gotta say it here in Texas.
You don't have to point and sit there and tell me, like, I know you fucked up. Like,
we got a saying here in Texas. You fooled me once. Shame on you.
Michael Scott, fool me once. Shame on you. But
fool me twice.
And you're
there
out.
ain't gonna be another second time.
This is like 5 or 6 times for Gallagher.
What about like we still see Greg Land get a lot of work, but has he been caught recently? Maybe that's why he gets a lot of work, because he hasn't been caught recently. Francisco Mattina, another guy who's got exceptional talent, that's been caught doing some weird stuff. And here's the other thing. There's this really interesting thing that's happening I could hear it on the railroad tracks. I can just pick it up, but I can hear more and more retailers start to say, this exclusive game, it's too expensive. You can't make as much money in it anymore. The artists want too much. The publishers want too much. And you're starting to hear that more and more. You're starting to hear this isn't a viable business anymore, the exclusive game, because of this. It's coming to a crescendo, right? And there was this very interesting post by Sean Udachko, owner of Comics Elite, that basically said the same thing. Like, this is getting to a point where it's it's gonna have to stop, or the industry's gonna, a lot of people are gonna take hits on their businesses. And you're starting to see more and more retailers do smaller print runs, and they just can't afford to do these 3,000 book Marvel books. And then you're starting to see more and more creators do stuff on their own, because that's the industry we're in now. It's an internet industry. Anybody can create their own store and put their own books out there. They don't have to be a retailer anymore to do it. So there's this wave that's coming, that's out there. There's been an earthquake under the ocean, and there's a wave that's coming in the middle of the ocean that we don't know when it's going to hit, but when it hits, it's going to do some damage. And a lot of it is wrapped around this retailer exclusive game, where it's easier for artists to cheat. It's tougher for retailers and artists to make money. Maybe the artists I don't know. Artists, you let me know. Are you making more money now in the retailer exclusive game? I don't know about the artists, but it sounds like the retailers aren't doing it. And in order to make money in that game, you have to play it very smart.
It feels like what you talked about a long time ago, like about things going to Kickstarter, because like, Derek and Cosmic One brought up the Matina piece. So I feel like everyone's kind of, you get burned once or twice or 5-6 times, but the Kickstarter piece, like if they're making more money at that point, it feels like, why would you even have to even go through all the Marvel stuff? I don't know what all the different hoops you have to go through, but on the Kickstarter side, I just feel like you can control a lot more and do your timing, and just everything kind of goes to your pace, and you can control a lot on that front.
And speaking of that, here's another problem with the whole tidal wave thing. You remember C2E2? There was a ton of those tidal wave fame books, and some of them were really good. And that's the problem. There are some covers that are done really well. There were some retailers that said, okay, if we're going to do this, we're going to do a cover that works. We're not just going to use this for a reason to do a character we want to do, that might be associated with the person that they're doing a biography on, So, but for the most part, I don't think the covers are that good anymore over there. They're just a lot of, it feels like rushed work. It feels like a lot of rushed work. It feels like, I think there's going to be pushback on it. And that's kind of shitty, because it was just 3 or 4 months ago where everybody was saying, oh, look at how great Tidal Wave C2E2 was. And then this happens, and there's going to be a ton of pushback on Tidal Wave right now. Not just from the buyers. I think it's going to be less from the buyers and more from retailers and artists. Because if you're an artist out there, where is most of the fuckery happen? It's happening on those type of books, where they're skirting the line, and they just want to get some art on there for cheap and do a small print run and put it out there,
I feel like a little bit it's almost like the junk wax piece, because like you have all the exclusives, and it's just like it gets flooded, and it's just going to be crap that's out there. And it's like, just like with all the old cards, and at some point it blows up and nobody wants it, and you kind of got to reset everything.
Well, I mean, but basically the retailer game has basically become like a House of Cards situation, right? Where you just have more and more build out, like ever since like before pandemic, like people are, like normal collectors were already kind of tired of retailer exclusives, right? Yeah. And then as we went through pandemic, more and more people got into that retailer game anyways, and started creating, stores, whatever. And then you have an even bigger pool of people. It's essentially like the 90s situation happening again, that, on every title you were seeing drop in issue 1, you saw like at least 6 or 7 retailers making it exclusive for it, so it basically like ruins like multiple parts of the hobby, right? Like it destroyed the incentive game.
Yep.
Like, let's be completely honest, like there is no incentive game anymore, right? That's basically just like a new open to order book if there's like that many retailers. And then you now have retailers doing like a 3,000 print run on a Marvel or DC book. And so now you have like 8 18,000 different books to choose from or whatever, like of what cover you want, like, you know, it's going to collapse on itself eventually, like with all these different publishers resetting to issue one.
You know, the thing is, like, so when I read the Dynamite books, like Thundercats or Silverhawks, like, you know, it's 80 stuff. It's not a huge following. So, but
Right.
it amazes me, like, when you get into issues 3, 4, whatever it is, and they're on the back pages, they have every variant, like a retail. And it's like, there are 74 variants for Thundercats 16, like, and 8 of them are all basically different versions or different colors or foils of the same one. I'm like, you've got to be shitting me. I'm like, just give me the cheapest one. Like, I just want to read the story. I don't give a, you know, good Lord. And I still got to pay $5 for a book that's got probably 18 pages and probably only about 4 with words. Yeah. I got completely snake bitten by the silent issues for G.I. Joe. I really had no idea that they actually had no words. And so I buy like the Roadblock, the Jinx, and Spirit. I open the Spirit. I'm like, where are the words? Silent issues. I'm just like, they got me. I was like, they got me. I was like, good one.
Yep. Speaking of AI, here's the scary part. Check this out.
Makes haters go crazy.
So these are all AI videos. These are 100% AI videos. Okay. For Google's just put out a new VO3 realism AI, and these were all made from those. Check these out.
To give them the, we got this before GTA 6. We're cooked. It's over. This is insane.
That's one thing in AI that makes haters go crazy.
Oh, I'm got to give them the, we got this before GTA 6. We're cooked. It's over. This is insane.
That's one thing in AI that makes haters go crazy. That's one thing in AI that makes haters.
So I went to the zoo the other day, and all they had was one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. So I went to the zoo the other day, and all they...
Look at this one.
When we get in there, I want no bullshit. You stay on my 6 at all times.
Stay sharp. These fuckers are nasty and dangerous. Stay alert.
What the hell happened here? Where are the bodies?
Crazy. Look at this one.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Woo! Victory Royale with a pickaxe! Woo!
The whole thing. All this is AI.
Oh my god.
Yes!
That's crazy.
Look at this one. Pythagoras explaining his
The sum of the
theorem in
squares of
Greece.
the two shorter sides is equal to the square of the longest side.
Awesome. I love that.
This one.
Welcome to a non-existent car show. Let's see some opinions.
I mean, man, the acceleration is crazy. You look far, step on the pedal, and you are there.
I feel safe with him in an SUV, and it seems to be like the right type of car for him.
I think the range is only going to get better. Sorry.
We don't want to drive gas cars anymore.
Yeah, no more gas cars.
You can see I'm kind of a misfit here, but don't tell anyone. I've just bought an electric car.
I think it's really great for families.
Look at this.
We're gonna light up the sky.
I'm not sure I can go on.
I think you should get the video that Joe showed that one time with the person like with one tooth, the guy laughing, and see if they can get him like to talk.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Think about it. That's how easy it is.
No, Brian, the Will Smith and Chris Rock pouring the baby oil. Do you have that?
No.
Bro, let me send it to you.
That's funny, dude.
Oh my God, this is the greatest thing.
And here's what we're going to start seeing more of. And shout out to artists like Will Jack, who you're seeing more and more of this. Will, remember about a few months ago, or like maybe a year ago, somebody was saying Will Jack is AI. He immediately came out and started dropping, work videos. And now he constantly is putting up sketch covers, him doing, progress work. So
just even his remarks are amazing to see on covers.
Yeah. So
Dude,
more
I
and
never
more
even
artists are
actually
going to
thought
have
about
to do
that.
this.
If you draw that much, like how much your hand probably rubs against paper, or just like actually wearing something, like not get like a blister or callus or whatever.
Yeah, to help it slide and not pick up ink.
Never even thought about that.
Yeah, so it doesn't smudge. So, this is the kind of craziness that is going to have to happen because of the AI and everything. Look how good that is.
It is awesome.
Will, he is amazing, man.
Maybe that video is an AI video.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, dude. That's the scary part, to be honest. It is a fucking the freight train is here. The freight train is here, man. So
Will Jack's a bad dude, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I sent you the video. Check it out, bro.
Okay. Oh wow.
Oh boy.
You see the snake?
I just miss your head being like at the top of it, like in that picture. Maybe she's getting ready for one of Diddy's parties.
Yeah.
Can't have enough baby oil.
Oh, dude, that's terrible. Look at her. Oh, dude, that's funny. So
that was a great one. That was funny.
Here's the problem that this is causing. There's going to be a microscope on retailers, all retailers going forward. If you're a retailer in this game, you need to start being more vigilant. You need to start throwing your art. If you even have the smallest question, throw it through a reverse image search, throw it through an AI checker. Ask your peers, hey, can you look over this? Blow it up in a Photoshop editor or something and look for watermarks or look for irregularities or that type of stuff. So to me, that's where this is heading, and there's going to be a lot of eyes on Tidal Wave. I hope we hear from Darren on this matter. I feel really bad for retailers that get bit by this, but as of now going forward, Bird City isn't going to be able to not stay vigilant. Their brand would take a massive hit if this happens again, and that's not fair. That sucks. Because somebody didn't say, hey, this guy has done this 3 other times or 4 other times. They don't know, or the next guy doesn't know. So we're at that spot. The crescendo is coming, that wave is coming, and people need to be ready for it. So
I was going to mention, Brian, the one thing with the new Super 7, the G.I. Joe, the Reaction Plus, like it feels like all these, instead of like the original old G.I. Joe explosion art.
Yep.
Like everyone's questioning if it's AI because like Wild Bill's got 6 fingers.
Yep.
Like how did people miss? He's got 4, then 1, and then 1.
Yep. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, dude. Yeah, we talked about
how
that.
do
on
you
the
miss a
industry
company
show.
like that?
Yep.
Yep.
So, final thing, I want to give a big shout out to George Chase over at Hypno Comics. He put out this really cool Pokemon video. Check this out.
Hey, good morning, you guys. It is George from Hypno Comics, aka Comic Slinger, coming at you. You guys, we got to talk about Pokemon. It's getting a little crazy out there. I know there's a lot of FOMO going on. Everybody wants their kids to have some Pokemon packs to rip open. And I know the scalpers, we got the sneaker bros have come over in to our hobby. and they're starting to use bots to buy stuff. So it's getting harder and harder to get product from reliable sources, and I understand that. But I've had a lot of customers come in, showing me some of the deals that they got, and I want you guys to just be careful. If you're not getting stuff from me, that's cool. We don't have it in stock all the time, just like Walmart doesn't. But people are starting to bring me stuff that they're buying online, and we'll do a couple of cutaway shots. But you got to be careful, you guys. There's so much fake stuff going on out there. Like this, for instance. This little Journey Together tin. Pokemon didn't make this. This is not an officially licensed Journey Together tin. Inside of it, the cards, you guys got to look on the cards. One, you want to look for the paper quality, okay? And like I said, I'll do some cutaways, all right? The paper quality and the color on these. And then you also want to look out for stuff like this. And stuff like this. Stuff that they only make foil cards of. And then the other good test is how sturdy the card is. And another one, and I'll do a close-up of this. You can rip, we're going to rip this. We're going to sacrifice this Pikachu right here. And you'll see when you rip it, there's no black line, okay?
Did you guys know about this? This is kind of cool.
Nope. That's awesome.
This is a complete knockoff card, all right? Now, we're going to sacrifice a Diglett. Thank you for your sacrifice, Diglett.
Not Diglett.
Look,
an original. You'll see the
see the tear on an original. It has a dark line across it.
Well, I wouldn't even pick up on that at all.
All right.
Black line, and like I said, I'll do a cutaway on this to show you that it is like the actual paper quality that Pokemon uses on stuff like this. The other thing you want to look out for, these are completely fake Surging Sparks packs, okay? One thing you want to look out for is how loose these are, all right? You can see how loose these are, how shiny these are, okay? Pokemon are nice and tight when you get them. They're not loose like this, all right? And again, you want to look for centering. Look at the centering on this Snorlax. I just want you guys to be careful out there because there are so many people that are willing to screw you over.
There's a ton of fakes out there in the Pokemon world right now. It's unfucking real. So shout out to George Chase and making that little video. I think that's really good, especially for retailers, to be, kind of, on the ball with that, because not only do you have the fakes, you have shit like this.
No, there's a line. Pokey Street's gonna know about it.
Pokey Street.
Yeah, there's a line. Ask the security guy. He see all everyone. Yeah, where do you?
Bro, there's no way you walk up here within a second of the door open. There's after the back. That was the line starts outside. I was the first one. They're all hanging up on me. Bro, you're in the front. Bro, it's the whole.
Dude, all these guys are gonna start throwing down.
Fuck yeah, dude! They're ordering vato. I was there first. It's you pull some fucking like gats out.
And then finally, the final story for Comic Book Drama Alert. Backyard Breaks is not only back, they're now sponsored and working with PSA.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brian, did you see that clip I sent you about from the after the game, after the Stars Oilers game?
No.
With Connor?
Oh, yeah, of him yelling. That was from last year, though.
Was it?
Yeah, it was when they were in the finals last year. But that is a great clip where he's like, come on.
Man, I did not realize he was.
He's a captain, bro. Let's go fucking Oilers.
Yeah,
so, Igor says in the chat something about a Cobra cover. Brian, hey, Brian, is the Cobra cover you got the other day, isn't that Cobra cover exactly like the poster of the movie? I don't know what book you're talking about. I didn't get a Cobra cover the other day.
Is he talking about the Marion Cobretti?
I don't. Yeah, maybe I didn't get a
From
Cobra cover.
The one Big Leg and me got?
Yeah, are you talking about Cobra as in G.I. Joe or Cobra as in the Stallone movie? Yeah, that Cobra Stallone movie poster looks just like the movie poster. I don't know, though. I mean, that's the problem. You have to question it.
Yeah, it's meant to look like the poster, though. Like it's really trying to look like the poster.
Yeah.
Like
I gotta tell you, when all of a sudden-
deliberately trying to look like the poster.
it's just like with the
so
cards
you'll
and
buy it.
parallels, and people are like,
Yes.
"Hey, it's off color." Like, it's just like, oh, for me, I'm just.
Does it matter to you?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that why you're wearing a pink hat right now?
Among other things. Yeah.
Let's let our
You're
boy
messing with him now,
Diamond Dave sing us out, and we'll do pickups, and we'll call it a night. Let's get back to it.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right. You guys get any pickups this week? You got any new pickups? Oh yeah, I got a couple pickups too.
Here, I can
All right.
just re-show.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks really good.
I mean, it's so good in that foil. There's so much detail.
I
on
mean,
this cover,
that
too.
looks really good.
I mean, I wanted the foil because of like how much damages there were on it. So it's just like kind of like, oh, do I keep this or do I sell it? Like, I know it's selling for a lot.
See, I'm afraid I'm gonna watch Invincible and all that stuff. And I'm gonna be like, oh god, I gotta have that book.
Marvel Team Up too. I got that in my pack.
How many of those did you get though? You got a lot of them, right?
So I bought 2 packs. I bought one from Clutch and then I bought one from Big Leg. And then this is the one from Clutch that had issue. What issue is this? This is 120. So the death of Battle Beast. So
Stolen for me already.
yeah. So I think actually this book and the Pete Carroll pay for the pack.
Yep.
That's a great cover, man.
Yeah, so now I got the team up for free or profit. So yeah. And then Clutch hooked it up. He got me 5 more packs, these blind packs. I guess they can never leave my sites now. I mean,
That's
I sold
sick.
like 20 of them, opened 5, and now I have 5 more to like open. I'm just gonna open these. Not right now, but yeah. But I have other stuff. I just haven't opened it yet. So
nice.
But
Nate,
then
what you got?
this is going on eBay too. The
Oh
puppy
yeah,
book.
smart.
Yeah. My dog got his $40 treats, so yeah.
He's happy. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
happy. All right, what you got, Nate?
There's nothing like being out of school for summer.
I know. Is
Right.
Alex out of school for summer? He's happy.
Yesterday was the day. I don't know, honestly, between the kids and the parents who had the better time at the
Yeah.
last day of school party.
That's cool.
100%.
There's nothing better, man, being a kid and knowing that you got 3 months off.
Thank you.
Right.
Oh,
Sweetheart.
that was great, dude. That was awesome. Let's see.
So
what is it?
I did want to show you guys this. So I think I posted the box on Instagram, but I don't think I actually took a picture of the shoes. So LaMelo Ball was doing a thing with Puma, with the turtles,
Oh, nice. You got the
cranes.
the cranes. Oh, those are cool.
Those are dope, dude. That's awesome.
I like
love
those.
Yeah. And if you see here,
He's done a bunch of collabs. Like, oh, that's cool with the tongue.
can you see it? Yeah, on the
That has
cranes on there. It's
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
dark. It's probably
Yeah.
hard to see, but
That's
love it.
dope.
yeah,
that
I
is
love
cool.
these.
Because I know he did a collab with like with Rick and Morty too. Those are pretty cool shoes.
Yeah, I don't know anything about like Rick and Morty, kind of like Invincible. I'm like,
Yeah.
I miss it. But when I saw the TMNT, I'm like, and I saw the cranes, I'm like, very cool.
Yeah, because he did one for each of the turtles too, right?
Yes. Yep. He had they're green and like neon and stuff like that, and they had like different turtles. But the Krangs, I was like, oh, perfect. Let me get this. Hold on one sec.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. So there's one thing that I know that he got that is pretty fucking cool.
This is gonna be pretty cool too if he has to get up off his seat.
So I posted this part. Like, I remember the G.I. Joe opening, and I love when like the second series came up about Revenge of Cobra. I was so excited because Scrap Iron, he was the only one who came with the, he had that missile launcher, and then Fireflies with him, and then Mutt and Junkyard come knock it out. Then Blowtorch comes and lights it on fire. And this is the original animation cell and the art that are with it.
Oh, that's really cool.
And so if you watch the video, or the if you like YouTube the Revenge of Cobra, it's like 45 seconds in, and that's it. I was just like, man, this is
damn, bro, that's cool.
I remember, he comes with the yellow mask.
Uh-huh.
But I remember, like, when I saw him with the black, like as a kid, figures were out because you knew who they were, but he looked different. And I was like,
yeah, he looked more menacing.
Black, yeah, and the eyes, I was like, man, God, he looks awesome.
Yeah, Blowtorch was one of my favorites. I traded an extra Storm Shadow for him.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because
The
I
fact
didn't
that you
have. I
gave
could
me
never
two
find
Storm
it.
Shadows as a kid.
Yeah, he's got
Pretty-
murder eyes. Yeah.
But I remember, so I was like, I'm gonna go and get like bright yellow and then like red, just like make it like as bright as possible. And Vedya, who does this for me, or all this stuff, she's the one who does Dave Wilkins stuff. She's a sweetheart, and she's like, yeah, she's like, I know what you're trying to do, but she's like, you probably want to tone it down some because it's so bright. People are going to look at the matte instead of like the picture. And she's like, how about this and that? And I was like, the colors better than I do. So I was thrilled to get it. And they I worked with a guy named Jason, and he works with a guy named Dave Edwards, who worked at Marvel, and he has a lot of animation cells from Transformers and G.I. Joe, and some really, really cool pieces. There was one from like when Megatron turns to Galvatron, I saw on eBay that they had, and it did not last long. And it went from, it was like 3,500.
Wow.
And it went fast. But he has the one like Rodimus Prime running out of Unicron, like the first time you see Rodimus. And they have the before this, the part I was talking about, Scrap Iron Firefly.
Yeah.
Like they have that part too. Like they're setting up the missile launcher. They have some really crazy stuff. Like it's unbelievable. Yeah.
That's dope, dude. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. That's cool. Did you ever get your you were waiting on some original art to come in the mail, right?
So it is in the mail now. Okay. It felt like it was, again, we're talking about the Tattletale.
Mm-hmm.
I just kept hitting Instagram emails every day. And so Francis Portello was the artist.
Uh-huh.
Such an easy guy. Like easy guy. You reach out to him, he'll respond immediately. And because he's doing all the negative variants for G.I. Joe.
Yep.
But Black Diamond Comics, I will say that the past couple of days, they've been great. But it was just a gap at some point, like between like the emails about like how much stuff cost. They were good about responding, like pricing and, hey, would you go with this offer and that kind of stuff. But between, hey, they took the money and actually getting in the mail, it's just a lot of quiet time. They told me they had a problem with their website and some different things, but everything's fine now. They've got a FedEx number, so it should be coming next week. So if everything comes clean, we'll take a look at it and see how it goes.
That's sick, bro. That's super cool.
Can
I get my tablet? 30 minutes. All right, here we go. Here is my pickups this week.
Uh-oh. I'm excited to see this.
Yeah, all right. Let's see here. So this is what I picked up. I picked this up. Anybody know what this is? Black Arrow number 2. Black Arrow number 2.
Not familiar with that.
This is Sanford Green's first cover. He also did the interior work on this.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so got that. Love me some grommets. I got that.
Hell yeah.
I got that.
Oh, sweet. The Minor Threats homage.
I got that. These are all the Tim Barron variants from Arcade. And finally, that.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that one.
Oh, sick.
Right? So.
You have a completionist set of all the covers for that series now?
I don't have all the covers. I still need the 7-Eleven. Shout out to my boy D in the UK who sent me the Mohawk one. So I have that one, and I'm going to be sending him a Grommets Beyond Wednesdays variant. But I don't have very many of the variants, but I did pick up all the Arcade ones. And yeah, Alex, I'm gonna try and get not only Tim on, but we're gonna try and get Rick Remender and Brian Posehn and hopefully Brett Parsons on for at some point to talk about grommets, just because you know how we all just love that book. So we're gonna try and do that at some point. Definitely. I really want to try and actually, to be honest, I've got some things going in my head that I want to try and maybe you know see if we can get Tim to do some Beyond Wednesdays art in the future, you know. So whether it's an exclusive variant or some merchandise or something like that. But the Grommet skate decks are starting to show up. I saw I don't know if Big Leg got his, but I think our boy James Kreider got his, which is cool. Make sure you guys are following Kreider on IG. Yeah, right here. So there's the boards. And
nice.
I saw Brian Posehn was over at Rick Remender's house signing a bunch of boards, which is cool. So,
hell yeah.
So, I think I asked you, that looks like the Rancid cover, right? With Tim? Or at least it looks like Tim from Rancid?
Oh, yeah. Like one of their, I think it was like one of their logos.
That's like during the Nihilism
album.
I love that. It's just awesome.
For Let's Go.
Yes. Yep. You got it.
So I'm stoked about that. Okay. One last thing I want to show you guys is there's a couple. So Marvel announced their August solicitations, and there's a couple covers that I want to show you guys here before we call it a night. Let me show you. Okay. So Black Cat's coming out. There's a bunch of Black Cat covers. That is going to be J. Scott Campbell 1/100, I think. Yeah. Virgin variant by J. Scott Campbell, Peach Momoko, Simone DeMeo. There's going to be a foil variant by Terry Dodson. But hold on, check this out. Okay, so you remember this is really cool. Look at that. That Godzilla one.
Oh, that's
cool.
Shout out to Ken. He just said with a $4.99 super chat, keep crushing it, guys. Nate, need a 45s hat next show. You got a Colt 45?
Colt 45s.
I got one actually. I worked out in it yesterday. The Colt 45s.
Yeah, look at that
nice.
too, right there. That's
I don't even have a Colt 45 set, so hats off to you on that.
So these are August solicitations for those. All right, check this out. There's another one of the Scotty Youngs. There is you remember the villains stuff? That's a cool Venom right there. All right, Bring on the Bad Guys. Bermejo. Look at these. He put out his second set. This is the Red Skull cap. That's awesome. So good. So there's that. There is this Dormammu. Yep.
You know, I never really cared that much about it until Strange Academy.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, Doyle. And then look at this one. Hold on.
Oh, logo. Oh, yeah.
Mephisto.
Oh, shit.
Look at that.
El Diablo. Where's Joe? El Diablo. Dios mío.
So these are coming out.
These all like one shots?
Yeah. bring on the bad guys or whatever. There's also another. I like this Scrooge right here.
What I was about to say, what is that?
I think it's Delato, right? Is it Delato?
Yeah, he's in Carbonite.
Yeah, right?
That is. I'm getting that.
Yeah. So that's really cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is a what's his name? Jay Gonzo variant for Uncle Scrooge.
That's cool.
Right? And then that was a Delato, the first one we saw. Hold on here. There's another couple of really good ones coming up. These are all August list. Look how bad that is. What is that? Hopefully that's not finished. I'm thinking that's not finished, right?
Oh, it's finished.
And I don't think this is finished either. So
it's missing Cap. Like, it just looks odd. Like, off.
Who are these characters? Professor Extinction and Luke Charles. I'm not reading the new Avengers stuff. It must have just started.
Yeah.
But I don't know who these characters are, so that's kind of interesting. So be on the lookout for that. Spider-Girl. Oh, here's JR. Okay, remember I was telling you about JR? As a JR Spider-Man.
Does he have like 4 arms, 2 backs?
Just wait.
1 eye.
Wait until you see this Daredevil. That's a good Spider, Miles Morales.
It is. Miles? That's really pretty.
Okay, there's a new character in this Miles Morales. There's 2 of them.
She looks like the one from Big Clutch's book, that the Exquisite Corpse.
Yeah.
Like the way the fox face.
Yeah.
Her name is White Cat and Inari. So there's 2 new characters, Inari and White Cat. Maybe they're not 2 characters and it's just 1. I think it's 2 though. But this could be a good spec play. Oh, there's White Cat right there. So Inari and her cat, White Cat. So this is the Torn Clark
like
design.
that White Cat thing.
So do I. I think this is cool right here. So this could be a good play. There's a Momoko. It's Ziegler that's writing. You guys don't know I'm not a fan of Ziegler, but I think that character could be interesting. Look at that.
That first cover was pretty cool too.
All right.
My jaw just fucking hurts.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. Spider-Verse, Venomverse. Pretty cool. Interesting cover right there. Okay, Ultimate Spider-Man must have a black suit Spider-Man showing up too. Did you guys notice that? The Ultimate Spider-Man stuff?
Uh-uh.
Let me see if I can find it. That's a cool cover right there. All right, Magic. It's got a Dodderman variant.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that'll be a big book. There's the Art Germ Jubilee. And that's
You've seen one, you kind of seen them all.
Yeah.
Art Germ.
Yeah, I'm with you. Storm has a really good cover by Yoon. It's a good cover right there. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, White Emma Frost has a pretty good cover. That's a good Fantastic Four right there. It's facsimile of number 8, 1 in 25 by Doley. They're redoing Civil War number 1, which is stupid. And that's the variant. Yeah. Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe one last time. 5 of 5. Comic cover.
How many times did he kill the universe?
4.
This is the third miniseries.
Yeah. Death of Silver Surfer. That's a pretty cool Claudio Castanelli variant. And I'm not a fan of that, but it's not terrible. That's Bianchi. All right. Nakayama White Frost or White Queen, Emma Frost. That's a good cover.
That.
Yeah. It's a good cover. That's a good one right there too. Fanny Yang. That one's weird though.
Kind of like all the diamonds. You're kind of like hold.
Her face is kind of resting bitch face. Todd Knox thing cover. Oh, look at that.
Kind of reminds me of Poltergeist, and that guy in
Right.
the bathroom is blowing his face off.
That's pretty cool.
Scarlet Witch. All right, there it is. Look at that JR. Tell me that doesn't look like. Did Frank Miller pass it on to JR?
I mean, seriously, like, who actually looks at this and like, you know what? Looks good. Let's publish it.
You know what it looks like? It looks like a marionette puppet.
Yeah.
That's like still on its strings.
Totally.
The thing is, like, the fact that he's even holding one end and balancing it just looks awful.
While taking a poop.
And I gotta tell you, when ASM went to, like, you know, was it every other week back in the 500s, back when like Mr. Negative came out and they did Annabelle, I'm like, I really liked his you know, like, I liked that series. Like, I had a lot of fun with it. And I mean, this is just, it's awful.
Yeah.
Like, is this what you show art students? Like, hey, if you can do this,
you can make it big.
Yeah. if you're related to, you know, John Romita.
Yeah.
Thanks to that. I mean, seriously, that is it's complete and total trash.
That's a great West Coast Avengers cover right there. And Helverine, a couple good covers. Okay, that Predator cover is badass. Predator, Black, White, and Blood.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Afra's coming back out.
Yeah, Afra's coming. That's a terrible Luke cover. Oh my god.
I was like, what is he holding? Like a Easter egg?
Disc or something?
Look at that leg placement too.
No, that was
like
rough.
the hips look all weird.
Rough.
Oh, I like that.
That's a good cover right there.
That's a great cover.
Yeah.
Who did that?
That is Mercado. Miguel Mercado killing it.
Man, that's
Mercado
really
cannot
good
put
cover.
like everything he puts out is amazing.
Man, you can feel the pain. Like,
and by the way, this big rig, I see more and more advertising for it, which is a good thing. I think this is going to be something to keep our eye on. This big rig stuff. So,
what is it?
It's a Post Malone's comic.
Oh, it's a comic. Okay.
Yeah. Big rig written by Post Malone. It looks interesting. So you can go buy it at bigrigcomic.com, which is kind of cool. So there's going to be variants for it too.
It's cool to see a nerd like that, like writing a comic.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I agree. Look at that. That's cool.
I'm like, what the fuck is that?
Yep, $9.99 web exclusive. There's going to be other variants about it that are really cool. So, you know. Right. And I think that's about where I'm at this week. You guys got anything else you can think of that happened that is interesting? Very easy week.
Stay safe for the holiday. Don't drink too much.
Yes, don't drink and drive. Enjoy the holiday. Spend some time with family, and again, don't drink and drive.
But drink and walk. I've been doing that a lot.
Yeah, don't drink and drive. You might spill your beer.
Terrible, man. Terrible. Remember, you guys, go check out the new website, the new Beyond Wednesdays website. You guys can go check it out, beyondwednesdays.store. And you guys can go buy the new grommets, the Beyond Wednesdays grommets variant. This is the place to get all the Beyond Wednesdays variants, and I'll also be putting up you guys, if you go to the shop section, there will be all those badass old school band t-shirts will be up there, a bunch of music memorabilia, a bunch of obviously comics and graded books, and I'll be putting cards and also toys and all kinds of merchandise will be on the new Beyond Wednesdays website, beyondwednesdays.store. And if you guys are checking this out on YouTube, you guys can just hit the store button and all the products will be there. So it's nice and easy. You can either go to the store or you can buy it straight from YouTube. And we'll be doing a lot of cool stuff for this. This is, if you guys are able to support the channel with super chats or memberships, thank you so much. If you guys want to support the channel by buying merchandise and items from the store, that works just as well. So we really appreciate it. We're going to be pushing, for that stuff to happen. And thank you to everybody that has done so. Shout out to everybody tonight that has hung out with us in the live chat. I want to give a big shout out to our boy Ken for the $4.99 super chat, and our boy Alex for the gifted 10 memberships. So you guys are the best, and I appreciate you more than you know. So much love to you guys. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.